and you got to make sure there's no burrs or anything. And then I recommend using some emery cloth, okay? And I recommend you going all the way around, clean it up with the emery cloth, get your rag, run your finger down there. Now, so you see a lot of seals that ride right here. You clean the whole surface up to the back. And the reason why, so here's where Stemco rides. Ours is thicker, so ours is going to go back further. If you don't clean that up here, this is going to happen. Yeah, now it's going to be cocked. Guess where the oil's going to go? It wants out. So clean this whole shoulder up real good, okay? Make sure there's no burrs. The next inspection you want to do is you want to check for a sharp edge right here. And you'll see the sharp edge. Now, what do you think could cause that sharp edge right here? What do you think that the number one cause for this having a sharp edge? That's pretty clean.
Yep.
But, I mean, so these are just areas I want you to look at.
So these are probably people just trying to remove with a screwdriver or something?
No. Now that you'll get that back here, you know, that's why you don't use chisels. You don't use a wire wheel.
People who use chisels to remove the ring and.
Now that would happen here, not here.
Oh, okay.
So this sharp edge, which would be here, and it's like a razor. It's from that bearing being too tight. Oh. So I asked guys, I said, hey, listen, by the way, have you guys seen the sharp edge? I see it all the time. I said, the first thing I asked them, I said, you use a torque wrench? Well, no. You use a dial indicator? No. I said, well, there's your problem. Remember, we go back to installation. It's just not the way you install this. We file it down, get your emery cloth, and you sand it all the way down so it's flat, because if you don't, when you push that cylinder, you're going to cut the seal.
Okay.
Okay? Those two are crucial. Okay? So, you get your emery cloth, once again, all the way, clean your bearing journals up.
Okay.
Don't have to do much here, but I'd run my hand across there and make sure there's no burrs, because the bearing has to go over the top of that.
Okay.
Okay? Down here, clean it, make sure there's no burrs here.
Okay.
Grab a wire brush, right here, get your brake clean, all the way down. Now, one thing you can do is, like when you're taking it off and you have a hard time taking the Pro Torque nut or the double nut or anything else, it tells me that they got threads that are screwed up. And if they have a hard time and they got to use a breaker bar to get those nuts off, the threads need to be adjusted. So we recommend at Amsted that you chase the threads.
Okay.
Clean this area up right here, okay? Clean this whole area up. Now, this just happened probably 10 years ago with Stemco. The next thing we want to do is we want to look down here, and you feel this ledge right here. See this ledge down here?
Yep.
If there's a flat spot there, all you do is you fill a flat spot. Guess what they have to do now? They got to cut that axle off and put a new spindle on there, because that flat spot was there. And why is that flat spot there, right here? If this was too tight, what would that be?
Oh, okay. So
Too
the other
loose.
one. Oh, okay.
So everything on here, when you inspect this or inspect that, it tells you exactly what the system
Why
is
would it
running.
be on the bottom?
Because that's where everything flops down to
Oh,
when you're going down. The
okay.
weight comes down here.
Got it.
So, did you guys run super singles in Mexico?